Hello, everybody. I'm not sure who's on, but I thought I would do my first live ever. Hey, Suds from Pocket Theory. Uh, I don't know if anybody else will join, but I'm just going to go ahead and talk about a lot of these items. I got a lot to go through. These are items that some I featured briefly, but most I haven't. So I thought I would just throw everything in a jumble and talk about them because I don't have time to review all these things. Hopefully, I'll get to some of these things in the future, but let's just dive right in. And before I begin, if you haven't participated in the 2K giveaway, go visit my channel on YouTube and you'll see that video up there. It'll have all the details about the giveaway. What's included is the Maxpedition Platy organizer, which is a great organizer. Of course, the Woobin X4 flashlight, that's like the big ticket item, along with the Work Pro pliers, which are kind of like the Knipex Cobra clones. And then also the Next Tool E1 multi-tool, which I have someplace here. I'll just show you that. And this is one of my favorite multi-tools in recent memory. I still love my Victorinox, but this will be included in that giveaway. So you're going to win all 4 items if you're picked as the winner. So you want to make sure to go sign up for that. All right. So, can we turn the volume down here? All right. So anyway, let's get into, I don't know where to start on all this stuff, but I thought I'd start with the knives. Now, these two I think, briefly mentioned over the summer. I got these. This one I got for my birthday. This is like a little mini cleaver from Gerber, and it's awesome. Just love the weight of this thing. Very hefty. It's got aluminum scales, and you've got this tri-tip design, so you can use it as a scraper on this side, but also it's got a pretty sharp edge. I did strop it, so it's even sharper now. And I just really love this thing. You can use this to cut meat. You can use this to baton wood, make feather sticks. So many cool different uses for this. And it comes with this sheath, which is very interesting. So it does click in, and you can see it's a pretty substantial sheath, very bulky. I did a video of this. And let's see. Oh, Vincent Gilligan is on. For anybody who's just joining or joining in the future, if you haven't checked out Pocket Theory and Vincent, please go check out their channels. I've recently gotten to know them. They're awesome people, and they just have fantastic content along with just good personalities too. So just go check out their channels. I highly recommend it. So I'm talking about the Gerber mini cleaver. And so the only thing I don't like about this holster or sheath is that you can see that there's a little gap here. So if you kind of aren't looking and then put it underneath here, that's going to be like a pretty big safety issue. So you do want to make sure if you do have this, make sure it clicks into the right slot there. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. So that's the Gerber mini cleaver. And then I also have this M-Tech neck knife. I don't know why I got this other than I just thought it looked cool. And actually turns out to be a pretty substantial neck knife. I can get 3 fingers on it. And so if you have larger hands, you might not be able to get all 3 fingers on it. It's got some good jimping up here. Pretty sharp out of the box. Again, most of these in the budget category, you're going to just probably want to strop it or give it a quick sharpen if you know what you're doing. And you're going to be able to get it pretty sharp to where you can use it reliably. So that's a pretty nice little neck knife there. And it does come with, let's see, the sheath as well. Let me just make sure I'm putting it in the right way. So yeah, that definitely is perfect for outdoors use right around your neck. So that's what I've been using that for. And so those two have gotten a lot of use over the summer when we were outdoors, hiking and other things like that. And then this was kind of like my main pocket knife over the summer. I got this mainly because I saw somebody say that this was on sale for $10. So this one is from Old Ram, and I really love like vintage kind of retro American flag, red, white, and blue designs. And I really wanted a larger slip joint knife. And so this one has 2 blades right here. And the only thing that I didn't like about it It did. I don't know where. Can't remember where, but I did see some after like a couple months corrosion. So it corroded pretty quickly. So that's why I stopped carrying it. But it's actually really, really sharp. As you can see, I did use it quite a bit this summer as it lived in my pocket most of the months. So, but I got it for $10. I don't know if they're still available, but the only thing, like I said, I did see that it started corroding pretty quickly. So, for $10, that's okay with me. I got some use out of it, but I still like the design, and maybe I can clean it up a little bit. So, all right, so sticking with knives, this is the new Ozark Trail Valor, I believe it's called, and this is one of their newer knives. So everybody's been raving or probably know about the $10 D2 knife. This is kind of like, I guess, the upgraded version. So this comes in at $20. It's got the crossbar lock, Tonto blade, really nice coating on this. I think it's like a copper/bronze coating. So it's got 14C28N, which is pretty incredible for $20, to be honest. And just a really great action. It's even centered, the one that I got. Unfortunately, my $10 one I broke because I could never get that one centered. And I was adjusting the pivot and just tore the pivot right off. So I'm glad that I got to try out this one for $20. It's got aluminum scales. It's got a really nice pocket clip. Even the screws are inset, so they lay flat. I mean, it's a lot of good things going on for $20. So that's the $20 Ozark Trail Walmart knife. And, I've been carrying this quite a bit just because it's a great beater knife. You don't have to worry about it for $20. If it gets damaged, stolen, you can just go to Walmart and pick another one up. And then lastly, I have, this is from Molsect. Now, this is interesting story. I was on Amazon and this popped up on what's called Amazon Haul. I had never heard of Amazon Haul. Kind of looked into it, and I guess it's like they're trying to be like Temu. They have a whole section of items under $20. So this one was actually on there for $5. And then I didn't buy it right away, but then when I went back, they'd lowered the price to $1.37. So normally this goes for $50. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, but a friend of mine on TikTok bought it and said that he bought it as well just to check it out. He said, this is legit. This is the exact knife that you would get if you spent $50 on the regular Amazon website. So I really don't know, but you can see it's a really nice knife with G10 scales. It's got a front flipper. I'm not a huge fan of the front flipper because I'm just not very good at it, but got good action. The action and the detent is dialed in pretty well. Not perfect, but pretty well. It's got a really nice deep carry pocket clip here, and even inside, it's skeletonized to reduce the weight. So I'm actually really impressed with this knife, and just to show you how sharp this one is, it's got 14C28N, which is pretty incredible. So, I mean, just look at that. I don't even have to think about it. It just slices right through this paper. So that's pretty incredible for $1.37. So how Amazon Haul works, it's not connected to Prime or anything like that. You do have to spend $25 for free shipping, but I didn't want to spend that much, so I just had to pay $4 for the shipping costs. So it ended up being like a little over $6 to get this knife shipped to me. So I don't really know what to think about that, but other than it's a really good knife, and I'm definitely going to be carrying and using it in the future. So those are the new knives that I got recently that I haven't featured on the channel. And so I'm just going to try to go by categories and talk about, let's see. Well, I'll talk about these pliers that I just got from Lowe's the other day. And so these are, as you can tell, very similar to the Knipex pliers. So you've got the twin grip pliers here along with the pump pliers and then the wrench as well. So to be honest, I only bought it because I was just really curious for the price point. You get all three for $30. I mean, I'm not really sure when they came out with these, but I just stumbled upon them. And so at that price, especially with Cobalt having a hassle-free lifetime warranty, I mean, I don't know really if, I've never had experience with going through their warranty process what they'll honor, what they won't honor. But if it's that really truly hassle free, that's pretty incredible. For $30, you're getting the 3 pliers plus the warranty, lifetime warranty. So I actually used the twin grips this weekend. So at my mom's house, one of her light bulbs exploded. I assume there was like some surge of electricity and the bulb exploded, but the stem was still in the base. And so I had to go, it was one of the ceiling lights. So I used this to go in there and just screw out the stem and then replace the bulb. And it worked really well. So the only thing compared to like Knipex or even the new Work Pro, I mean, these are the 5-inch, these are 5-inch, so just give you an idea. So the Work Pro ones are 4-inch right here. So you can see a lot bigger. The pivots here, they're not the smoothest pivots. I find that they're a little bit, there's a lot of oil on them, but they're a little bit hard to move around. As you can see, they're not as smooth. And it's even on this one, it's not too bad, but I think they did try to put a lot of oil on there, as you can see, but it still gets stuck. So you can tell that these aren't to the level of quality as the Knipex. But for $30, I think they're great. Quality seems pretty good. I haven't tried the wrench or the pump pliers yet. And I love the handles. They feel really good. These are dipped handles, the double dipped, I think. So they're dipped in blue and then dipped in black on top of that. So that's really cool. I just think like for $30, it's a great value. To me, there's a no-brainer, at least even just have a backup, especially if you're just someone who tinkers around at home. You're not like a technician or something like that. These are pretty amazing, to be honest. So that you get all 3 for $30. So that probably one of my favorite purchases so far in recent memory. So definitely check those out at Lowe's. All right, so, and then let's see. I guess I'll talk about some electronic stuff just because I don't. Hey, Geared Forward is on. So I see some of my friends on here. That's awesome. If you're new to this channel, just checking me out, check out some of these guys. We got Vincent Gilligan, Geared Forward, Pocket Theory are all on this live. I think they're still on this live. So go check out their channels. They do some great content around EDC just like me. So got to know some of these guys and they're fantastic. So all right, so I'm going to do some electronic stuff because I haven't done a lot of electronic EDC recently. And my wife's on here too. Hey. Anyway, so here we go. These are just some electronic hand warmers as it's getting colder. I saw these. These are kind of like avocado design here. So I got a couple of pairs of these. And in my office, it was really cold. So I could have used these in the office just to warm up my hands. They still have the AC on, believe it or not. And it was raining all day. So these are just great, fantastic little hand warmers and for the kids or for yourself. So I got a couple pairs of these for the winter. So that's really cool. I also got a pair of headphones. And these are just wireless headphones that are Bluetooth headphones with USB-C charging. And very simplistic, retro-looking headphones. They won't fit larger heads. But what I like about these is they're super lightweight. I wear glasses, so a lot of the over-the-ear ones kind of pinch on my frames, and I can't wear them for more than like half an hour. These I have no problems with because they're so light. These pads here are just so comfortable, and I worn these for 2 hours, more than 2 hours at a time, and I've had no problems. Also, the battery life on these, I don't know. I got them over a month ago, and I've been using them at least a couple hours every single day, and they're still only down to like 20% battery. So I haven't had to charge them yet. So I don't really know what's going on there, but they have incredible battery. Just love these headphones. And they're usually $50, but I got them off 50% off for $25. So I think they're worth every penny. The only thing is if you're listening to music with a lot of bass, these aren't the best for that type of listening. But other than that, for casual listening, these are just great headphones. So these are the Perfell M1 headphones. So I didn't list any of these down below, but when I upload it after the live, I'll probably put affiliate links down there so you can check these out. But you can just Google them or search for them on Amazon. They should pop right up. And then a couple other things here. I have a little Bluetooth speaker Has a little clip and then also a little magnet that's removable as well. If you wanted to use that as a magnet, but really love this thing. It's in the style of Transformers, so I don't know. I think I got this like $12 or $13. I just really wanted a little Bluetooth speaker when I'm on a hike or maybe even at the beach when I just didn't want to use headphones. This is perfect for that. So again, it's not like the best quality in terms of the bass or anything like that. You know, you might want to look at other Bluetooth speakers if you're into music with heavy bass. But again, for more casual listening, this will do the job. So I'm just going to turn that off. And then lastly, I have this. I got this for my anniversary. Something that I didn't ask for, but I'm really glad that my wife got for me is this solar power bank. And this is awesome. It holds a ton of charge. It can last up to a week. Charge 3 devices at a time right here. And then it also has wireless charging, which is amazing. It's got bumpers, so it makes it really rugged. And you can just pop this on the windshield of your car or just leave it outside. It'll charge right up. And yeah, it charges pretty fast as well. It even has a little temperature gauge on the side so you can know the temperature outdoors. And let's see. Yeah, you got a little power button so if you don't have a flashlight, it has a laser pointer, but then if you turn it on, hold it down, you have a flashlight as well. And then you've got all the different modes like SOS and then the strobe and then off. So you can use the laser pointer with the flashlight as well, which is nice. So you can point to things off in the distance in the dark. So, all right. So that's really cool. I mean, this is great for like a go bag or a get home bag, something like that in emergencies. If the power goes out and you need something to top off your phone, this is perfect. And it doesn't really weigh that much. It's a little bit bulky, but it doesn't weigh a ton. And so I just throw this in my little backpack and just to have a backup charging source or power source, that's perfect for that situation. So, all right. Let's see. So I've got a lot more to get to, I realize. One more thing is this. We recently got an iPad over the summer, an iPad Air, and we really wanted a keyboard for it, but obviously the one that Apple makes is like way too expensive, $150, $200, something like that. I think that's ridiculous. And so I found this actually, and it doesn't do the pins, but it is Bluetooth. But this one has the mouse pad. It's got the nice keyboard, and this slides out. So you can just see hopefully I can demonstrate that. So it actually slides out like that so that the keys aren't underneath the iPad when you have it magnetically attached. So I'm using my iPad right now, so that's why I don't want to demonstrate. I can't demonstrate it for you, but like I said, it's Bluetooth, and this only cost me $30. So like really nice key travel, clicky keys. Again, the mouse pad right there. And the only thing about it is it's a little bit heavy, so kind of defeats the purpose in some ways because we have the iPad Air. But for $30, I think it's really well worth the price. So versus like the $200 actual one that Apple makes. So I don't know, but I'm really impressed with it. I don't know how I found it. I'm not sure what the brand is anymore, but it's been working out really great with the iPad. All right. So now I just have some pocket stuff to go through. I'm going to start with this one. This is kind of similar to the Big Idea design, kind of the bit holder, but this is a cheap knockoff. Doesn't feel cheap, actually, to be honest. It feels very hefty and just kind of like a solid piece of metal. But I just found it that like the spring isn't that great, doesn't feel that great. The pocket clip is very, very stiff. And even like this extension, you put a bit in there, the magnet that holds it in there fell right out. So I think I paid like $10 for this. Yeah, I only bought it because HVAC budget recommended, like, maybe this is something we should check out. And yeah, I don't recommend this, even though it looks kind of cool and feels kind of cool, but actuality is that it just doesn't really feel all that great when you're using it. So, and And I think you're better off with the Big Idea design. I know that's like $125, $150, or the Steelman version, which I have for like $20. So I did get my money back, but they said I don't even have to return it. So I got this basically for free, which is kind of cool. It was probably more hassle to return it. So they just said keep it and then just refunded my money. So that was kind of cool, actually. So I guess I could just use that as like a backup or a spare. All right. In terms of just like my favorite fifth pocket carry, I guess recently, I've been going with these two, the Through Night TI. I did a review of this, 650 lumens. You got instant on. You double click to turn it on. It's got strobe, I believe, as well. And then press down to turn off. It's got the pocket clip. It's got the magnet. Just a really great flashlight that fits nicely in my fifth pocket, along with the Gerber Arm Bar Mini. I absolutely love this thing. I think I'm getting a couple of them to give away because this thing is just so cool. I didn't think at first I would use it all that much. And to be honest, the bottle cap or bottle opener right here could use a little work. It's a little bit too short, so it's kind of hard to open bottles with. But everything else, this from the scissors, which I'll show you if I can find it here. Actually, it's got a package opener right here. This package opener works really well. Opened several packages already yesterday and today. And then here we have the scissors right here. And these scissors actually, I didn't know how well they would perform. Gerber scissors have been hit or miss for me, but these were actually pretty good at cutting paper at least. And then on the other side, all you have is like two eyeglass or jewelry drivers, one slotted, one Phillips. I actually used this one. My mom had like an old antique pot and the handle broke off. Somebody was asking how much this was. This was actually right around $21, I believe. So pretty good price. And actually, I forgot to mention in one of these sides, there's actually a tweezer as well right here. So these don't open up as wide as I thought they would. Sorry, hopefully I can focus, but and then they just fit in right here. Let's see if I can just put those back in there. But anyway, I actually use this to fix like a little handle on an antique pot that my mom had, but the screws were very tiny and they were recessed into the handle. So this could get right in there and I fixed that right up for her. So this is basically has been in my fifth pocket for the last week or so, and it's been working out really well. So, and then this one here, actually, I'll do since I already talked about the flashlight. This is also, I already got another clip-on flashlight here. This is the Workos HD03. There's been a ton of reviews on it. Finally got my hands on one. Paid like $12 or $13 for this. Actually, I got it off AliExpress, so it was a little bit cheaper. Normally, they're like around the $20 price point. And so you just click to turn it on. And you got high, low, medium, high, turbo. The typical interface that most flashlights have these days. Then double click, and you got some different RGB lights. So there's actually a ton of RGB lights functions. Let's see, am I in that? No, I'm not in the RGB. Okay, hold on. Let's see. There we go. Now I'm in the RGB. So there's flashing, blinking, and then this one changes color, I believe. Then this one has like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just kind of like just different fun modes. I probably won't use these very often, but it's a really nice flashlight. Love the design. I do think that they missed on an opportunity where they could have made the bezel rotate to change the colors. That would have been really cool. But I really like this clip, and it's got a magnet. So for $12, I think this is a no-brainer just to be able to clip this to your shirt or your bag when you're hiking and you need a signal or just light the trail, something like that. So that's the Workos HD03. And then I'm almost getting to the end, guys. So not lastly, but next I have, this is a little microfiber cloth from a company called Spuds. Hey, Spuds. I don't know if Pocket Theory's on here, but actually he goes by Suds, not Spuds, huh? Hey, Suds. Well, this is Spuds, not Suds. But anyway, This is a little microfiber cleaning cloth, and this is made in the USA for $6. You can find these on Amazon. They have tons of different designs. I went with the avocado just to match my hand warmers, kind of cool. And then when you're done, you just kind of put it inside and it just tucks away just like this. That's really cool. And I'm always using microfiber cloths to clean my glasses and my phone and things like that. It comes with a little clip you can attach to your keychain or your bag. So, I mean, for $6, that's pretty cool. All right. I have a few more items here. I said I think there's like 23 or 24 items that I've gotten through, I need to get through. But here we have little pill containers. And I've been looking at these for a long time. I just wasn't sure. It looks so small. Wasn't sure, like, do I really need these? And absolutely. When I actually over the summer, I was at the beach and sliced my foot open on a razor clam and had to go to the urgent care. Didn't get stitches, but they glued my foot together. And because it was at the beach, they were worried that, you know, bacteria could get infected. So they gave me 2 different types of antibiotics. And so this comes in a 2-pack. So I was able to use one for each of the antibiotics that I had to take for a week. So the only thing is like these fins are pretty sharp. And so, okay, my kids are fooling around on the chat. So if you see any weird chats in the, that's from my kids, okay? So
Please don't.
anyway, so I really like these. I'm glad I got these. The only thing, yeah, I do wish that these fins weren't so sharp. They're a little bit sharp at the top. So that's it. All right. And then these are just like, I'll round up or kind of end with just some items that, I don't know, I just bought because I thought they looked cool. So these are all of them right here. I have this little cleaning brush. I think this is, so you can use it like, let's see. I'll just put it in here just to demonstrate. So you can just use it in any like hex bit holder like that, and then just use it as a cleaning brush. I think that's for if you want to clean your gun or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what you could probably use it to clean your little chain on your bike, maybe potentially something like that. So I thought it looked cool, so that's why I bought that. This one is actually a peeler. So I use this like almost every day because I love peeling my apples at work. I hate the skin on my apples, so I've been using this. And it's actually made of titanium, so pretty cool. And I think this is a bottle opener. I haven't used it yet, but you have a lanyard hole there too. But I just throw this in my Maxpedition pouch and take it with me to work to peel my apples there. All right. This one is what's called a knife pick. It's from Rough Rider. And what you do with this is actually, you can, if you have like brittle nails or just don't have a lot of strength in your hands. Let's see if if you have a slip joint knife. Hey guys, can you, sorry. You can just put it right in the nail nick right here. And so that instead of using your fingernails, you can just use the knife pick with it. Okay, my kids are getting out of control, so I'm going to try to finish up as soon as I can. All right, so I think, all right, what else do I have left? Oh, these things here, so. All right, so I think I featured these in my latest videos. And so this one here is a 24-in-1 multi-tool in the shape of an oversized key. Anyway, so you've got lots of different markings for rulers and angle measures. You've got wrenches. You've got a bit holder, or right there, bit driver. If you have like 1/4-inch bits, you can use that on that. You've got a driver on the end here that you can use on slotted and Phillips head here. You've got a serrated edge right here along with the bottle opener. Just really like this one a lot. I've been carrying that in my little Tactical Geek pouch. And then along with my Gerber mini hatchet 3-in-1 multi-tool. This one, I'm not really sure like if it's worth it. It's only $11 to be honest, so it's not like that expensive, but you got a little pry bar and actually pretty sharp. Actually baton some little logs with it, little branches, and split them up, so you can do that got a bottle opener, and then a little pry bar slash slotted screwdriver on the end here. And so it's a little bit awkward to use this along with the bottle opener just because of how this one works. You have to actually kind of go like this to open a bottle. So a little bit awkward anyway to use. But in terms of design and size, I really like it. But in terms of practical use, I'm not sure it's worth it. Last couple of items here. I think I demonstrated this in a previous video as well. This is a little light. They're from Swiss Tech. But when you open these arms like this, you've got a couple drivers on the ends here and then a little mini plier. Now this one I have not used because I don't even know what I would use this for. So I'm not really sure why I bought it other than it was only like $10 from Walmart and I just thought it looked cool. But I guess it's just cool to have and just throw it in my little mini EDC kit in case I do ever need a mini plier. But I don't know. Some of these things probably will just end up in a junk drawer, even though I do like the design and just looks really cool when it's folded up like that. But and then lastly, this is something I've been using all the time. This is a little pry bar. On the side, it says the Trinity tool. And so this is great for opening packages. I mainly use this to scrape stickers off things. So my kids love stickers. They stick stickers to everything, dining room chairs and stuff like that. So I've been using that to scrape that off, like the little residue that it leaves behind. So I think I got through everything. Hopefully this was enjoyable to you all. I wanted to just try it and go live and see how it was. I'm hoping to, as I get better at this, do more lives and be more polished. But yeah, I think this was a good experience. Thank you for all the people that have commented. I haven't been keeping track of the comments as much as I'd like, but yeah, so that, I see MFin Research is on here. That's awesome. Hi, Lamar. Go check out his channel too. All these guys, they have great channels. Love to just, I can't highly recommend them enough. They're great people. They've got great channels, make great content centered around EDC. So that's it, guys. And yeah, and remember to click on the video, my last video talking about the giveaway. And it'll give you all the details on how to get entered for that. And winner will be announced sometime next week. So with that said, I will bid you adieu and good night, everybody. Dude.
Dude,
Okay, say good night.
Good dude, good dude.
Good dude, good night.
Good night.